And welcome back to the Art Show here on Go Away FM with me, Vinny Brown, where I'm joined in studio by the voluminous, the Harp, the Accordion and the Ugly full band, which is quite a sight to see so many musicians in this one small studio. The Harp, the Accordion and the Ugly kind of burst onto the scene in the summer. Played a lot on Shop Street busking with the massive array of instruments that they have, and the movie soundtracks that are their kind of calling card, and the film work that you've seen on the internet is a huge part of it as well. But we're going to have a little chat with them in a couple of minutes. But first of all, we're going to have a song, a piece of music from them. Juliana, what is the first track going to be?
It's going to be Mary Poppins.
It is going to be Mary Poppins. We're making this up as we go along. Okay, we will do that one then. All right. Okay, this is Mary Poppins. And that was lovely. That was Mary Poppins from the Harp, the Accordion and the Ugly, who are, we may as well name check everybody, Annie Chambers, Luca Verga, Juliana Erkonen, Dylan Gooley, Moses Mas Garcia, Laszlo Pashtar, Luca Brembila, and filmmaker Javi Gill. Completes the party, and apologies if we mangled some of those surnames, but you've been on the show with me before earlier in the summer, and I think it was the show that got the most response of anything that we've done on the Art Show. A lot of it, I think, was Javi Gill's cinematography of the interview, which went out onto the web, and I got friends of mine in Australia who heretofore the Art Show had not reached. I got a response from them for that. So I think it's a very unique kind of product, isn't it, Annie? You were one of the founding members, and Juliana from England and Finland, respectively. I think it's interesting that there's so many of you all living in Galway, all from different countries, and nobody from Ireland.
Yeah, it's true. We do have a dance that dances with us sometimes, but I think that's very representative of the Galway street, though, and busking scene as well. There's a lot of foreigners in there, a lot of Europeans. And that's how you met, was on the streets.
Yeah, and at the moment, actually now, like Javi and Anni, they don't live here. Also Luca and Dylan, they don't live in Galway.
We're
at
all
the
sort of
moment,
coming and going, but
yeah. So we just met up now for this little 10-day thing, and then maybe in a couple of months we do something again. So yeah. But
the templates of your shows, the kind of sit down shows, is that you play the soundtracks from films that the people are very familiar with. Like the Godfather and the Last of the Mohicans and that kind of thing, which we'll be hearing the Last of the Mohicans at the end of the show. I went to the show itself, and the effect of the music and the visuals is actually kind of unexpectedly moving, isn't it? It's quite an original take on a performance.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like I it's not just like a normal gig like we are quite used to. So it's quite new for us as well. So it's interesting in that way, because like we are all from different bands and been playing for years. So it's like for us it's interesting because like we have to look at the movie and maybe like
get
try
it in
to
time.
get it in time and it's but it has also like this is kind of just the start of the whole project, so like we have a lot of room to improve as well. But
I think it stimulates a lot more emotions as well, seeing the visuals, seeing just like a film does usually, I suppose, but with having the live music, it gives an extra ambience as well, and some of them are quite emotional. Sometimes you get people laughing, sometimes a lot of people come up, a lot of the girls come up and tell us they cried during Cinema Paradiso, during Braveheart. So yeah, it's nice.
It is very moving, and obviously,
especially when people know the films.
They know the films so well,
know the stories, and
it goes back to the beginning of cinema, in that the films were silent, and there was always a musical accompaniment.
That's where we got the idea from. Really, it was like the live music cinema, but we're doing it with the modern films, and but just playing the music soundtracks and using clips of them.
And is there anybody else doing that kind of work?
Not that I know. I think there might be maybe. We came up with the idea because Javi and I are together, and I've always loved film music and played a lot of film music, and he's a video maker, so we just came up with the idea one evening. It wasn't sort of something we'd seen somewhere and decided to copy, but I'm not really sure. I've looked on the internet and I haven't found anything.
I haven't come across anything as complete in its
Javi was saying
conception.
there was some orchestra somewhere that he'd heard was doing something similar. So
and like definitely not in Galway, like, so that's why it's been quite nice to do in Galway, because it's something new for people as well. So yeah.
So okay, and you're in Galway, as you say that there's people living elsewhere now, but you've done a few gigs, and you've got a few gigs coming up in the next couple of days. You're in Kinvara on
Saturday.
That's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Yeah, we do a children's or family show at 5:30 in Johnston's Hall, and then we do a later one at 8:30, and then we play in the pub there and have a little session after that in O'Connelly's, and then we come back to Galway, play Nuns Island Theatre on Monday at 8:30.
That's a proper Christmas gig, because it's a beautiful venue, and it's something that your sound is going to work.
I think so too. It's a kind of it's going to be really.
I think the show is really suited to a theatre atmosphere, so hopefully that will really work. So far we've been doing mostly pub gigs, and
yes,
it would be nice to try it in the theatre and see how it goes.
I think that's
because we don't really feel that this is a pub thing at all, like because people. Or it's more like it's nicer when people are sitting.
When people are sitting down and they can absorb the experience properly.
Yeah. So we're kind of trying to bring this to maybe like theatres or other places, but not so much pubs.
And then after the Nuns Island gig, you're playing in Clockanover on
in Hitford,
on the 23rd.
Yeah, Campus Tavern, yeah.
Another very special venue.
Yeah, it's lovely, yeah. We're really looking forward to that. It's just before Christmas, it's going to be nice. We'll play there at 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, lots of great shows in prospect. You did record an album since you've been here last.
This week has sort of been our album launch. So yeah.
So that's part of all of the performances as well, and will be in the run up. How was the recording experience? Obviously, logistically getting everybody into to the one place was a challenge.
No, well, we did it all last summer, just before we all went apart, and kind of did a very fast recording, and just on the last day when we were all together. But it
sounds great. I mean, we've been playing together every day for sort of a month, so
it was good and
easy.
tight.
It was just go in and do it, and it was,
and then we did
really
some work with mixing and mastering, and just got the CDs arrived like on the day when we had the first gig. So yeah,
nothing like a deadline.
Yeah,
to get the thing out. Okay, and what's the future for the band? Obviously, keeping the multinational element of it together can be difficult.
We don't have any fixed plans yet. We have to sit down and talk about it really, and I think we definitely try and make some plans to come back together, at least for the summer anyway. Maybe we'll do a week or two before then, but hopefully in the summertime we'll try and do something together, arrange some festivals, or at least meet up all together for a couple of months. And
because this works very well, busking as well, and like the weather. We were busking yesterday, and it's really, really cold, and we had the film projected on the background as well, which is kind of the idea. So it's really nice when it's dark, but this is kind of it's kind of, we all met busking, so we kind of would like to continue that kind of vibe, and maybe bring it to other countries as well. Go to our own countries and do a bit of busking and see what happens.
Okay, so it's a rolling project.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, continued good luck with it. I think it's certainly something that's caught the imagination in Galway, and Javi's film work, I think, has given it a kind of an international appeal as well. Because people would be in touch with Galway, would around the world pick up on it. So. And it's great. It's great for them to see that kind of thing going on outside Anthony Ryan's on Shop Street. It's a big nostalgic thing. Okay, so you're going to play us out with Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Well, I would just like to thank all of my guests this evening, all of these musicians here, the Harp, the Accordion and the Ugly, and to Megan Buckley and to Des Kenny and Damien Burke for engineering the show and engineering the show throughout the year. So thank you, Demo, and thanks to all of our listeners. And we would like to, on the Art Show, wish you all a very happy Christmas, and we will see you again in early January in the new year. Okay, this is The Last of the Mohicans, the Harp, the Ugly and the Accordion. Or the Harp, the Accordion and the Ugly even. Let's not rename it.
Complicated name, no?
The Last of the Mohicans.